Secmol and HIL, do they join the big bad silly world after they pass out? And if they do, and what's the percentage that joins the big bad silly world? And if they do they make do they get a fulfilling life? Do they actually make a life in this other world? I'm curious about that.
I also don't know. People go and do whatever they are passionate about. But what I generally see, the trend is that they don't normally go for the conventional, jobs. They start mostly their own things. Big or small doesn't matter. Somebody may become globally famous, but sometimes I'm more impressed with somebody who goes to a village and lives a very quiet but very fulfilling life, and doesn't even care about that limelight or so on. So it's different ways of rating, but they do something generally original of their own, and as long as it is helps people and doesn't harm, that's great. So that's how I look. If needed, they join the system, and I want to believe that they hold some original thinking and principles of their own, even when they are in the normal world. But they are nothing so very special or different. Don't think that they are half enlightened or something. They're just normal people with a little confidence on their own thinking, I would say.
So, as an innovator, what hurdles have you faced while starting a school based on learning by doing? And after you have started such a school, is there any other school that has adopted the concept and started in India? So, please, if you can say some points.
Often, when you do something different, people ridicule you, people think you are mad, because whatever is popularly done is considered the norm. So yes, when we said that our students should build the school themselves and therefore should move bricks and mud and work with the carpenters and so on, people would scorn at us or laugh at us and say these kids are being used and so on. When they grew their own vegetables or made compost from toilets, people would laugh and say, what kind of school is this? The kids are dealing with human waste and so on. But we thought these are ways when your character is built. Yeah? You may learn to add and subtract, but you learn life by facing challenges, hardships, doing things and seeing things happen as life does later, preparing for real life. So hurdles were always, not just in the school, but also when we built buildings of earth, people laughed, what is this, you're taking us back to 18th century. When we did solar power rather than the electric grid, they wondered and found it funny or so. But then things catch up. So 96 we went all mud architecture. 2016 we get the Global Terra Award for Earth Architecture. We went solar in 96. 2017 we get Global Sustainability Award. World catches up. If you are confident in what you are doing, then world sets aside to let you go. You don't have to be puzzled by the comments of the people. If you are sure you are right, carry on and world will catch up in 20 years.
Thank you for a very insightful talk. My question to you is, for a child born in India today, what is the mode of education, what kind of schooling would you recommend for that child to have? Because most of the options available are conventional schooling, and we have seen that that might not be the most productive way for the child. And what would be the avenues that are open for this child to be the best of the person that he is?
I think you heard or have an idea of what I believe in. More important than that is to make schools meaningful and full of experiences and real life touch. It's strangely, it's not the schools that we should change. Before we change the schools, we should change the mindset of the society, the parents. Any school that does something different and very good even, parents come and start asking, what is this? This school is strange. They keep making my child sing and dance and have fun. This is not supposed to be how schools are run. My kid is having too much fun. we need to change that. So I have seen many beautiful programs fail, not because the program was bad, but because parents prevail with their own education. So we need to change. Educational reform or revolution in this country has to start with not children, with grown-ups. Okay?
Hi. Hello. Good afternoon, Mr. Wangchuk. It's a great pleasure and I'm very grateful to be part of this meeting. My question is very much in congruence to what the young lady asked there, which is that how the education system for the young children should look like. My question here, in very much relation to that question, is that I'm a mother of 5-year-old and I'm also a part of an initiative in education sector which brings the children into learning by observation rather than rote learning which happens in school. My question is that how do you groom the child until they're year 8, assuming that all the faculty of the brain are really developing during that time? And as a mother, I want to make sure that I kind of bring her forth to all kinds of exposures in the most natural way. What kind of suggestions would you recommend?
I don't know if I can go into details, but what not to do is more important here, is like how we believe that just learning some English by 3 or 4 will get them admission in this school or that is totally misplaced, because it is our own mother tongue which we use to develop our faculty, the brain. And not valuing mother tongue is the biggest crime we commit on children. And letting them read and write before their age is another crime we commit. You know, some of the best systems, like we keep hearing of Scandinavian schools like Finland and Denmark, we don't get to hear that they don't let their children read or write till 7. Till 7, they don't read A for apple and B for ball, none of that. And that's how their maturity happens. You introduce something when the child is ready for that. By just doing it early, it doesn't work. Mali sinche so gada, rut aave fal hoye. Dhire dhire. सुना है ना आपने, धीरे धीरे रे मना, धीरे सब कुछ होए. And our Indian parents want to just hand a pencil at 3, 2, 1, I don't know how far they'll go, and expect that they'll become genius. No, it damages them. It damages them to go against nature and make them do things that they are not ready for. So, understanding these, and I would like that you all can play a big role. Not only should we try and understand, learn about how education system works, but we should become voices that connect to others, and democracy is all about people's voices. This system will not change until you all become a voice. When you all are a voice strong enough, or you influence 100 others, and this is 100 times, and those 100 influence 100 others, that's when democracy works. That's when governments change their policies, when people want a change. No government will touch this education system if those who understand keep quiet and those who do not understand are very vocal. So be a change agent yourselves. Thank you. Thank you.